The first US strikes against Yemen's Houthis since President Donald Trump took office in January has killed at least 21 people. The Houthis, who have attacked Israel and Red Sea shipping throughout the Gaza war, said children were among those killed by the intense barrage of strikes. Trump, in a post on social media, vowed to use overwhelming lethal force against Houthis, citing the Houthis' threat against Red Sea shipping. Trump also warned Iran that it must immediately cut support to the Houthis. Trump's post further read, "Do not threaten the American people, their president or worldwide shipping lanes. If you do, beware, because America will hold you fully accountable and we won't be nice about it." Earlier this month, the United States reclassified the Houthi movement as a foreign terrorist organisation, banning any US interaction with it. Between 2023 to 2024, Houthis have launched scores of drones and missile attacks at shipping passing Yemen in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden during the Gaza war, claiming solidarity with the Palestinians. Joining us to discuss this latest topic is Satoru Nagao. Satoru, thank you very much for your time. We have, of course, seen the first military action from Donald Trump's administration against the Houthi rebels. Do you think this is just the start of military action we'll see from the US, and how might that play out over the coming days and weeks?
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me. There are three features the Houthis attack to the ship in this region. Because they are threat for the sea lane in the Indian Ocean region, that is first one. But the second one is Houthi is anti-Israel and anti-Saudi Arabia. And the third one is Houthi is the ally of the Iran, supported by Iran. So built from these three features, what kind of message the Trump administration attack the Houthi made? Firstly, of course, they will not allow the threat against the Syrian communication in the Indian Ocean. So Indian Ocean security is, of course, a matter of concern. But second one is also very important because anti-Israel, anti-Saudi Arabia means that anti-Trump. Because Saudi Arabia is a very important ally for Trump administration, and Israel also. So both the US right now and Houthi is the enemy. If Houthi attack, this is the threat. But third message is indeed very, very important in this timing. Because Houthi is ally of the Iran means that this is related to Iran's problem. Because of the conventional military power, the Iran do not have enough power to deal with Israel. Israel's conventional military power is stronger than Iran's conventional military power. So now between the battle between Israel and Iran realized their weakness. So that's why they are seeking the nuclear weapon. So, yes. But if Iran possesses a nuclear weapon, it will be a very serious threat for Israel because Iran has enough number of the missiles to attack Israel. If some missiles are nuclear warhead missile, in this case, Israel cannot intercept all of it at the same time. This means that they can hit Israel. So that's why America wants to stop Iran's possession of the nuclear weapon. In this case, sending a message to Iran is very important, and attacking Houthi is one of the steps to warn Iran do not possess nuclear weapon. Thank you.
Yes, Satoru, of course the region, the Middle East, is currently facing large amounts of instability. Those ceasefires are in place in Lebanon. A fragile ceasefire is in place in Gaza as well. Do you think these strikes pose a risk to further instability in a region? And could it have a knock-on effect on those conflicts we're seeing? Of course, Hamas have been backed by Iran, like the Houthi rebels are. We also know the Houthis have threatened to strike Israel, given the aid blockade. So this could really turn into a melting pot of difficulty. Do you agree with that?
I think this is an effort of the Trump administration to prevent escalation. Because what happened in the Middle East is recently, this is a battle between Israel versus Iran. For example, Hamas, for example, Hezbollah, for example, the Houthi, all of these military organizations is terrorist is supported by Iran. So this is a group of Iran side. So attacking these terrorists supported by Iran In this case, this is a battle between Israel versus Iran, and the U.S. U.S. is the supporter of the Israel, and at the same time, U.S. is support of the Saudi, and which is Sunni leader, but Iran is a Shia leader. So U.S. tried to show the strong presence to deter the escalation to contain Iran and Iran-supported terrorist group. That is maybe what happened in this region, I think. So that's why this attack against Houthi is effort to warning Iran, do not escalate this conflict. That is the effort, I believe.
Yes, and Satoru, to bring an end to this discussion, what reaction do you think we might see from the Houthi rebels and also potentially from allies like Iran?
Houthi has some option, but very limited options. So first is retaliate against Israel is one of the options. Another is attacking the ship in the Indian Ocean is another option. But both of these are already implemented in the past, and now the limited number of missile, limited options they have. So that's why indeed Houthi's option is very limited. So they can do something, but not have the big impact.
Satoru Nagao, thank you very much for your time as always. We will, of course, continue to bring you all of the updates from Yemen and across the Middle East as we get them. But we now move on. And in a major legal development, a US federal judge has temporarily blocked the deportation of several individuals after a lawsuit cited fears related to wartime laws. The plaintiffs argued that deportation during the current conflict could violate international human rights standards and put lives at risk. The ruling marks a significant pause amid escalating legal battles over immigration policies. The lawsuit claims that deporting individuals to conflict zones